taking another part. new girl and two. Vivian. Hi, Vivian. How are you? Peace, mercy, blessings of God upon you. Thank you. Jeffa, hi. How are you doing? Ugambota, Mr. Jeffa. Hey. Hamad, how are you doing, Hamad? Hamuda, or should I say Hamuda? Mira, how are you? Nice to meet you. Good morning and good afternoon. Welcome to Norah's evening live stream. I hope you're well and I hope you slept well. Because I'm sweating, it's too hot in the kitchen here. Hey Mugamba Mutia, welcome to Nora's evening live stream. I hope you're all well. If it's your first time, I know these are all new faces. Hi, my name is Nora and I'm a Ugandan, currently live in Saudi Arabia, whereby I don't speak Arab, so don't ask me that you speak Arab. I don't. I only speak English and my mother tongue. Those are the only languages I speak, and on my channel I do cooking tutorials and I share my lifestyle here on my channel. I'm actually cooking some green tea, so that's why I'm looking at the kettle so that it doesn't bubble. Happy birthday to those who are celebrating their birthday today. And to those who are sick, we pray that may the Lord. You see, guys, in this life, don't complain so much. You have a job, you're working, and you're getting paid. But there is someone out there. You know, I spoke to someone about people who are in the. She was like, that's none of my business. But let me tell you, you see, when you're breathing. Fatima, how are you? Hi. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Fatima. I'll preach. You know, when you're still living and you're breathing, you're not sick, you're not in a hospital, you're doing everything that you can. Be grateful. You know, there is someone out there who is in the hospital, and that person is saying, God, heal me from this sickness. Help me. If I could walk, if I could be outside there. I know none of us asks for our body to become ill, but it just happened. That while nothing is happening bad in your life, you're not in a hospital, you're not being injected, you're not being told to swallow any medicine. Thank God. Every day when you wake up, say, God, thank you. Thank you for this, thank you for that, thank you for the job that I have. There's a time I said, I was talking to someone, and this person is quite a bit older. But then I was like, I'm still trying to do something bigger. This person told me something that changed the way I think. This person told me, Nora, at your age, there are some people who never achieved anything at your age. They are still struggling up to now. But at your age, you should be grateful that God has given you what others do not have. So what you have is not small. You have something bigger. That really changed the way I started changing the way I think, the way I talk. So I started being grateful because I know what I have is big. There is someone who does not have it, but I have it. Katimigo kusima, learn to appreciate, learn to treasure everything that you have around you, because there are some people who don't have, but they are living their life. They are living their life, they are breathing, they are eating, they are sleeping. For you might say, I'm tired of poverty. Vivian, hi Vivian Thomason, how are you doing? Hi Vivian. have a nice name. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to Nora's channel. Kindly subscribe to support your girl. At least on my birthday, let's make 2K. 2K, and yeah, we need also watch hours. Did you see that will be a big surprise for my birthday? Don't you think so? Don't you think so? So here in Saudi, tomorrow, school will be starting or beginning. The school begins tomorrow. Yeah, I know some of you will say, but it's Sunday. Yeah. Here, Sunday means another week. The week begins on Sunday, whereby Christians really think a week begins on Monday. No. Here, the weekend starts on Friday and Saturday. Sunday, it's school days. So tomorrow, the schools will be reopened. And for those who are going back to school, I will miss you guys. And in Uganda, they know holidays. Nenga tumwerabira musiime obulamu buno butono nnyo. You see, our life is like we are only renting it. Once your rent gets due, you don't need again to repay. No, the owner will tell you, hello, how are you? I'm good, and you? How was your day? They will only tell you it's time to come with us, and there is no way you're going to say, no, wait, I haven't yet washed my hair, I haven't yet worn makeup, I have to do something. No, it's your time. Enjoy. Nyumirwa obulamu. I saw some people yesterday fighting someone, but this person was like, you guys, you're so stupid. I'm not saying you guys, but the way the other person was saying it, she was like, I pity sometimes people who come against you, they fight you. Someone puts in all the effort just to fight you for what? For no reason. I love you so much. You're beautiful. Where are you from? I'm from Uganda. Thank you. I'm from Uganda. That's where I'm from. Have you ever heard of the country called Uganda before? Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to Nora's channel. Mooded? Yes, I'm subscribing. Let me just fill up the kettle. Need to fill up the tea. Mamante. You see, you speak Arab. Really? I don't speak Arab. Did you hear me speaking Arab? Did you hear me speaking Arab? I don't speak Arab, to be honest. I don't. The only words I know in Arab are shu, kef, and when, madrasa, ka hati gawa, assalamu alaikum. That's greeting. That means peace be upon you, peace upon you. And what else? Actually, why am I even stressing my brain with? Saif, how are you doing? Hello, hi, I do Lesh. Hey, who sang with a nice voice? Bring her here so she can sing for us. Who was singing? Actually, I was the one in the kitchen. No one is in the kitchen. Let me show you. There is no one in the kitchen. You see, I'm the one in the kitchen, so no one sang. I was the one, but I have the worst voice ever. Hello, hi, Saif, how are you doing? Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to Norah's channel. It was me with a fake voice. Kindly support my channel, support my short video, my long videos. Just support until we get the new phone, because right now I'm using my old phone. Because I haven't rested well, so my eyes, I can't open my eyes like this. I feel sleepy, guys. I feel sleepy, a bit tired. I didn't sleep today. I was busy today with some work. Ninga, I'll be able to sleep later on. Hola. Mwena muli bulungi. Muba muli bulungi, that's how we say in Uganda. I'm from Iraq. Hey. So that's where you're from, Iraq. Me, I'm from Uganda. I'm a Ugandan. I was born in Uganda. I was raised in Uganda. Later on, at the age of 19 to 21, up to 22, that's when I started traveling alone, traveling around East Africa by myself. Would you recommend I come to your country? Yeah, I would recommend, because it's safe. People there are friendly, but you have to have enough money because it's so expensive. You want good things, you have to have enough money. It's such a beautiful country to visit. We have, if you want to visit wildlife, you can go. You want to visit the waterfalls, we have like 2 waterfalls. There's a one in Uganda. There's a one in eastern Uganda, that's in Jinja, where I was born. And there's a one in the northern Uganda, it's called Marsh Falls. And yeah, you can go there and visit while you see the elephant, you see the lion, you see all kind of different things. So just visit Uganda. There's a lot of things to see. Snakes, the red ones, the tigers, the cheetahs. You can see a lot of things, but I don't like actually me seeing you can see the snakes at the zoo. My dear, I don't understand what you're saying. I'll punch you. I'll punch your face. I'll send a fist like, How can you say you're not understanding what I'm saying? Huh? I don't want to open my eyes wide like this. I'm sleepy. I never felt sleepy. That's how I'm feeling today. I can't open my eyes wide. I have to look like a new bride, whereby you have to. Hello. Wait, this is how I'm supposed to be looking at you guys, not the pain that I'm feeling inside. Singa bana bazubuka mangu. Guys, if you want to learn English, and the first person that I've ever met who say that I don't understand what you're saying, but you see, me, I grew up in Uganda, and Uganda is English is not our mother tongue. It's not our language. But how did I learn English? Me learned English through school. I learned English reading the books. I learned English by making friends with English people. Those are white people. Yeah, that's how. Because during my 2019, we had neighbors who were renting at my sister's house. They were white people, so they used to come like during seasons. They come in groups, and so they could always invite me to go out with them. So that's how me I learned English, because for them they were British, and so whenever we could go out, they speak English, and I was so interested in learning their accent. But however much my accent is African accent, I don't mind, but at least I know that I cannot be left out when we go somewhere. When we go somewhere, at least, even my friend always tells me, Nora, the reason why I'm always recommending you, because you can represent me, because for her she speaks Luganda. So learning English, it's not a hard thing. I know it's like someone will tell me, Nora, how comes for you don't speak Arab? Because I was told not to speak. So don't blame me, guys. Nagambibwa toyina kwogera. That's the reason why I don't speak Arab. But English, I learned English through making friends with white people and traveling around with them. That's how I learned my English. And not at home. And at home, they never allowed us to watch translated movies whereby someone is speaking in English and then someone is translating it in the language that you understand. That was a no. That was a no at my sister's house. At my sister's house, you only watch a movie where it's not translated. You have to understand what the other person is saying. You have to learn the new words. You know that in those movies, actually, that's where you learn some new words. Sorry, network. Because dinner time. Sorry, my network actually went off. Please kindly forgive me. Malesh, my Habibtis, may you forgive your girl, okay? Forgive, Malesh, my babies. My babies, Managas, Manubis, Machuchis. Hey. You know, guys, one thing that someone is going to appreciate on me, the person who will marry me one day, that man is going to enjoy a lot of things. That's why sometimes I even feel like, Nora, this man does not deserve everything that I have. Every time I look at myself in the mirror and then I turn around, I look at the big nyash I have, and then I'm like, wow, all this will be enjoyed by one person. Oh. How many of you look at yourself and then you ask yourself those questions? No, look at me, guys. Look at me careful. Don't forget to like and comment. The beauty is beyond. The everything is beyond. Hey, muloza obulungi omuntu alina ofaanana ati. Okay, you guys. Someone to be beautiful, how are they supposed to look? If you look at yourself in the mirror, ask yourself, who am I? And then your reflection will tell you you're Nora, you're Amanda, you're the most beautiful person I've ever seen. Turn around, give us the 360. And then you turn around, you're like, and then it's like, ooh, Tula. So now you've seen the reason why I've told you that. Look at yourself in the mirror. Me back then, when I was young and still in school, I was bullied so many times. And in that school, not even teachers. I remember one of the teachers used to tell me, why should you be the only one who knows everything in this class? So I was always being pushed back. That actually killed my motivation of speaking in the class. I started keeping quiet. I started avoiding every conversation that comes in the class, and I will always be quiet. I could spend my time in the library. The way I was an English teacher, and that teacher was the only one who can speak to me and get the word out of me. But other teachers, they were always like, if someone comes and says just something that I did not even, in school, students make up stories. And may the thunder fire you guys. You see, when you grow up, that habit should stop. You're no longer a kid. You're in your 20s, but you're still making up stories about others. And you make sure that whatever you've said about them, it works. Me, they made me cry in school. They bullied me that I don't even remember making friends. I only had one friend like this, one friend. And that girl now is in Nigeria. She's such a big person now. Last time I saw her and she was like, but there's something that she once said. I laughed. Anyway, she's also a content creator just like me, Nora. But she married a Nigerian. I laughed. And then I was like, okay, so this is what social media has made us do. But I saw her. She's a content creator. And I'm like, at least someone who was so close to me at least has become somebody. But there's something that she said that made most of Ugandans hate her. And I think she's paying for it. But anyway, that's life. She was the only person who never bullied me. She was actually someone who would carry the food they ate. Eh? You know, someone carrying, if they ate last night rice and chicken, she will make sure that she brings the left to you at school and tells you, this is what we ate for dinner. I think you should eat it. And then I'm like, me actually, my mama always said, never eat things from strangers, even if it's your friend. That's how we don't trust people in this life. And to be honest, guys, you see, it's not a bad thing. As a parent, when your parent tell you that, don't go around eating things from strangers. Even if it's your friend, don't eat. Be careful with what people are feeding you. Someone will not bring something and say, hey, have it, and then you don't know what is there. So our parents told us that to avoid falling people's traps. But anyway, she was young and she didn't have any bad intention. But that's me where I come from. I was always being told, don't accept things from strangers, don't eat things that don't belong to you like that, So, but for me in school, teachers, they could, you want to say something, then the teacher is like, you sit down. You sit down. Did I tell you to say anything? Then you're like, what? When they took me to another school, you know what? Actually, I became somebody. I'm telling you guys, they took me to the school where, however much it wasn't a private school like where I started from, this school, the second school where my mom took me, it was a private school, but it was with a lot of, it was kind of public, like, it's not like the other school where I was, there was a security guard, you're being followed everywhere, everything you're doing, they are keeping an eye on you guys. But this school where I went, even the locals can attend. So when I went to that school, I was welcomed. The teachers were so happy to see me there. And by the way I used to dress up our school uniform, they fell in love with it. And guess what? The school has to change. Imagine just looking at your uniform. And then the next term, they tell the entire student, the entire school, they tell them that from now on we'll be wearing the same uniform like this, but different color. For us, we used to wear green and white, but for them, they were told they would be wearing blue and white. And then, while Nora was just there minding her own business, I'm peeling onion, guys. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying not to cry. These white onions, they are the baddest. Oh, yeah. So, when they took me to that second school, me, I did not even participate in anything in that school, but I found myself being nominated. One of my cousins came to me and told me, Nora, you're from one of the popular schools that most of people would want to attend. Now that you're in this school, we must be celebrities in this school, and you're the one who is going to lead us. You want or you don't want, you must. That's what I remember my cousins, they told me. We must become popular in this school. You cannot tell us that from came from and then come to the school and then just become like one of us so that they start bullying us around. No. My cousins, they were like, no, we must do something for you. We must do something for you, and then we become somebody in this school where we are going to be untouchables. For me, I was like a trap to them. So they managed to put me out there. So one day, me, I was there, just sitting, minding my own business. And then on election day, me, I voted for someone else. Me, I didn't even know that I was also one of the people that they voted for. So that day of nominating and giving the ribbon, because they used to give ribbons according to what you stand for. So me, I was just there sitting, minding my own business. They called me 3 times. The first time one of my cousins slapped me, told me, "Are you out of your mind? Get up and go up there. We told you." I went up there, but I didn't even know what to say. I just stood in front of people. Remember, I came from a school where I was always being bullied. They always called me, "You look like boys, too beautiful, you're not intelligent enough, you're this." Even teachers could put you down. I used to have that fear. I had fear of speaking in public, and just speaking or just saying hello, it could make me urinate on myself in front of the entire crowd. You know how school students they are. Eh? They took me up there. I wasn't myself. I was just shaking. I remember one of the teacher, he's so rest in peace. Actually, my mom told me one day that, "You know what, Nora? Do you know the teacher who used actually to defend you? Do you know that that guy passed away?" I felt so bad. I was like, "Oh, sorry." That was the person who always stood up and could. The guy would just tell me. That guy came and told me, "I know where you're coming from, but this school, feel free, because here no one knows who you are. You're just like everyone else in the school. Speak freely, what you don't like, what's bothering you, and what's going on. Speak freely. Now that you've been nominated and you're also one of the candidates in school, at least be able to speak up, raise your voice so that they can hear you." I was like, okay. I went up there. I was just, you know, the candidate came up. The head girl of the school. The head girl was shy. Couldn't even look at people's eye like this. So they were like, they were representing me, the ribbon of that, the head girl. They wrote the word, the first run. I was just there like, and then they told me, "Okay, can you say a word to people that you'll be leading?" I was just like, "Good morning, everyone." I was actually, that's how I said it. And then the boys in school, they were like, "Louder, we can't hear." How is the leader? How is someone who is going to lead us, who cannot even look into our eyes? Eh? So boys, they started, and then the teacher was like, hey, you guys, hey. She's still new. So other girls in school, they were like, "No, they cheated us. And then I said, "Hello, my name is Norah." You know, in a lower tone, I said, "Hello, my name is Norah. Thank you guys for voting for me, and I promise to lead and to make sure that we keep peace in our school and whatever, blah, blah." Well, just looking, imagine giving a speech. Me and my cousins were just happy. So that's how. And then the head girl was reborn. Eh? from grass to grace. You guys, you're joking. You see that second school where I attended, the school I attended, leave alone the first one, but the second one, the second school, I was loved. However much I had competitors, but the competitors, they were busy bleaching. That's the reason why they never voted for them. Hey, and I also got the courage of saying something. I remember one of the girls who used to bleach. The reason actually why that girl was it. Don't start, some people started bleaching at a young age. I told the girl, the only problem you have with me is that you haven't looked. You don't even love yourself. I may love myself. That's why even I left the school where I was, because I never allowed anyone to put me down. And you think that with your words you'll put Nora down. Kubanga manyi abantu bayita mu buzibu bungi. Miss School taught me to love myself so much that even if I wake up in the morning and then I look at myself in the mirror, I tell myself I'm beautiful. Where people used to tell me that, you look like boys, me, I saw myself looking like a woman. Sometimes people will call you names and they want, if you allow their words, I know there are some words, neither word that can break me. Poverty is the only thing that can break me. But just someone telling you that you're ugly, that's not a problem. Go on. The only thing I don't like in life is poverty. Me and poverty, that's why I work so hard. But you waking up in the morning and then you tell me that I look like men, that won't kill me, because I know I look like my dad, and I know my dad looks like his mom. So my dad has the version of ladies, and I also have the version of men and women in me. So if you tell me that, Nora, you look like a man, you talk like a man, I'll just tell you that, hey, thank you, I understand that, because you don't know where this look-alike comes from, You don't know where it comes from. When someone tells you look like your dad, and then someone tells your dad you look like your mother, so, So the looks won't kill you. Allow people to insult you, but every time you look at yourself, words do not kill. The only thing that can make you drain off is poverty. When you don't even have a single penny in your pocket, you're broke like a church rat. You have even no coin in your wallet. Even if someone says, help me, you don't have. But when you're ugly, you have a place to sleep. Do you think that when you're beautiful with your beauty and you have no money, you have nowhere to sleep? You'll just look at yourself and say, this beauty is a total loss. But allow people to to call you names, as long as you know the pocket is happy. Oh yeah, in Luganda we say, kasoberanga olya onywa. No one is demanding you for their money, for their rent, that hey, your monthly rent is running due, so you need to pay. No. Allow people to call you names, but one thing you have to fight in life is poverty. Me, that's the only language I learned growing up, that call me whatever you want, but I know there are some guys out there, when they look at me, they can even fight. They can even bet over me. But poverty. Allow people to say, you look like men. Me, I was told that word, you look like men, you're a man, what? I'm a woman. I don't have that. I'm a woman. God has given me the donut in between, and then for you telling me that Nora, you are a man. Have you checked me? Have you checked me for real? No, you did not check me. My parents, they told me, in this life, for a woman to be respected, here, when you have here. But when you're beautiful, with no brain, with no money, with no even idea, when someone comes up with an idea, all you think of is eating and sleeping. No. That's a total loss. Katigwedao, Molokubanga people have said that, hey, you don't have bambams. And then you rush, you go, you do surgery. And then they put those liquid things on your behind. The only thing that someone can tell me and make me cry, that Nora, someone has stolen your money from your bank account. That one I will cry. But just someone telling me that, do you know that you look like men? I would just say, thank you, welcome to the brotherhood now. Welcome. You see, what people call brotherhood. Can men do that? And men do that when they say, hey, ufanananga abasajja bagambe, thank you, welcome to the brotherhood. Abasajja tebuda. Forgive them for calling you a man, because being a man has never killed anyone. As I've told you, work so hard. That's what my parents told me. Work so hard, become somebody in life, become that person you've always wanted to be. They never told me that if someone calls you ugly, you should quit living life. No. My parents, they never told me that. And my mother, she said, learn to stand and fight for yourself. And that one, I took it so serious. That's why some people say, you're mean. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Because there are some mean people out there. They want to do wrong things on you, and then they expect you not to fight back, no?
When they just blow ball, they just have just maybe 5 minutes because it's small one. Just covered.
And not going to use the other tomato.
Yeah.
Because it has its own.
Yes, they don't assess
fresh tomato.
Yes, they don't assess nothing. That's how it's called proper.
That's why I'm going to use this one.
Yeah.
Tusisinkane mu bulamu obulala. The face is itching. Face and see, wait here. Face and see. So tell me, what is that thing that when someone tells you you feel bad? Me, my heart and my brain has become harder. That no matter what you say, all my mind is on money. My mind is on money. Say whatever you say, because I know words do not kill. It only kills when you give it attention. So because someone has told you that you look like men, and then you want to do plastic surgery so that you can look like women. Even God himself, he said that he made us in his image. So if God made me in his image, why do I need to change my look just because someone said so? Just because someone said, oh Nora, no, this is me. And I know there are so many people who are dying outside just to be with me. The most beautiful one. Katika goli eyo agala wake up. Wake up and stop having that mentality of they have said this about me. And you start asking your friends around, am I really beautiful? You are. If you want me to tell you that you look like your dad, the same way they told me that you look like men, you're not a girl. It's okay. It's okay to look like guys. It's okay to have a voice like for boys. What's the problem? Men have always told me that Nora, you don't have the sound like, you don't sound like women, you sound like a man. It's okay to sound like a man because they told me you look like men, like you're a man, you're not a girl, you sound like a boy. It's okay to sound like whatever. Where they put you, you just the flow, eh? They call you names and you're crying. You see, I'm cooking.